Hi friends, today we have a little video where we're going to go to a plant swap, which is one of the ways I get rid of plants, but it's also one of the ways I get new plants, where we do like little get-togethers, we trade and we just give away different kinds of seeds and plants, containers, all kinds of stuff like that. And it's kind of a nice thing to kind of socialize with other people who really share the same interests. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to go ahead and do a little looky-loo and see what they have to share, and then we'll come back here and we'll plant some of those things that I get. All right, everybody, let's get to it. Oh yeah, welcome to Crybaby Sonoma Homestead. What do we have here? Is that Red Hot Poker? I've been looking for Red Hot Poker. I bought some from Big Lots back when they were in business, and they were like all dried out, so I'm so excited. They also have St. John's wort. I was looking for that too. There are a couple different plants that have the same common name, and this is the one I was looking for. They have some vinca. I didn't grab that because I think it might be invasive, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what I got at the plant swap. This is a forsythia seedling, and I'm going to go ahead and put another tag on it or go over it again with Sharpie so I don't lose my labeling. St. John's wort, and then there's another St. John's wort. I better get those into water. So get those or planted right away. And then somebody had held for me some of the orange and yellow crocosmia. So get those planted. Got some Egyptian walking onions. These are the bulbils that you plant. And each one will get you a perennial onion out of that, and then they'll get heavy and fall over and plant themselves. So it's pretty cool. So I got some more of these, and looks like I've got some different irises in here. Someone gave me this beautiful little jar. They said they think it's a collector's item. I'm going to use it for propagating small cuttings. And then this one here is a house plant, Philo silver sword. So it's a philodendron. It's a silver sword. And then this is supposed to be, what's it called? Red Hot Poker. And some of those broke off. Maybe I'll get some more plants out of that. We'll see. Got some more those, which are irises, and then I got some free pots, which are double stacked inside of each other, which is nice. So I got a couple there. This one's actually pretty nice. And then more St. John's wort. I'll probably put those in together. This one wasn't labeled, but I kind of feel like it's a daisy. Maybe it's a Shasta daisy. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see a label for it. This is more St. John's wort. Okay. Then we've got another iris. And give me a second. What is this called? What is it? Look. Salad Burnett, and they told me this is perennial. I don't have any of this in my garden yet, but Reba, the gardening artist, has some in her garden, and she was actually giving some away free today, but I got this from somebody else. So Salad Burnett. And then I got this pot, which I'm going to put probably some hens and chicks because they like to spread out. And then they're giving away seeds. They had like a bin with lots of different kinds, and then you package up your own. So this is feverfew, Angelica stricta purpurea, lunaria, which is that beautiful plant. It's also called silver dollar plant or money plant. It has those really beautiful disc-shaped seed pods that kind of waver in the wind. They're really beautiful. Pink hollyhock, Indian spring hollyhock, parsnips. That's from someone's garden. Hollyhock rosy pink, variegated sea holly, Elena's Rojo Amaranth. I'm pretty sure I saw that for sale I think Baker Creek might be selling that. Or someone's, I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. I saw somebody online selling the same kind. Purple hollyhock. These are beet seeds from someone's garden. And I love that because then you know they're acclimated to this weather. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, somebody else gave me, do I have it on my pocket? Oh, it's not with me. Gave me a whole little mesh baggie full of lupin seeds, mixed colors. So that's cool too. I'm going to go ahead and get these things situated. I'm really happy to see the lupin seeds. I love collecting my own seeds for my own plants as well. But growing some lupin from somebody else's garden is also pretty special. Lupin are really neat because they are nitrogen fixers. So these are some of my plants, and they grow back every year. So they're perennial for me in my zone 8 in Washington State. And the ones I'm growing right now are purple lupin. I love the foliage too, and they are actually so beloved by pollinators. All the different types of bees around here absolutely love the lupin flowers. So I'm going to use this bigger pot for hens and chicks, but I think I'm going to use this for the red hot poker. And I'll probably put some of these irises around it. And whatever roots, little nodules that fell off, I'm going to go ahead and dump them in there. And then let's go ahead and get this one potted up, and then I'll work on something else. Okay, so I'm going to gently move them out while I fill up the pot with soil. And I might get some baby cherry trees growing here because I've got cherry seeds falling all over the ground from my cherry tree. But I can't waste this soil. And if I get some cherry trees growing here, I'll just transplant them. It's not a big deal. Okay. So I want to do the red hot poker in the middle because it's going to be the biggest plant. Like that. And then I'm going to do... And this really is not a big enough container for them. But I will just give them really great nutritional waterings where I put like comfrey tea, and I do like a dandelion tea and any kind of weed tea, where I make my own green fertilizer. It's really organic, although we don't use that terminology because it's like basically trademarked. Basically, there's a lot of rules you have to follow to be technically called organic. I'd call it maybe beyond organic. Really sustainable. Finish this up. So this planter will really see its glory next year when everything flowers really beautifully. But for now, it's ready. And I'm just tucking it in where it won't get hit by the lawnmower. And I'll water it in a bit. This one the way where it is, but I'm going to put a little bit more soil or maybe some cocoa coir or something. But I want to get all of this St. John's wort planted because it's been out of water for a while. They had it like in a bucket of water to keep it good. And I'm thinking, actually, I might put this one, I'm in the same one, separate or the same. Maybe I'll do this one separate and I'll put that one in together. Those will be together. This can be by itself. Okay, let's do that. Let's get the soil on there. Getting pretty close to the bottom of this pile of compost. Pretty soon, I can start working on making a walkway again. Actually, be able to walk in my yard. That'd be kind of nice. Let's see here. Yes. There we go. And, ooh, I need to hold it in place. Gotta balance them. You know, I'm just using one hand here. And kind of Is it my imagination or did I accidentally get some vinca mixed in with my St. John's wort? Do you see some? There's a tarp under here, so I'm not trying to go too crazy. I don't want to rip it up, but it's probably gonna need to get pulled anyway. Okay, this one crept out. Go back in there. I'm gonna water these in, of course, because this medium is very dry. It would be better if it wasn't quite so dry. Just want to make sure that my free plants don't go to waste. You know, just because it's free doesn't mean don't take care of it. Oops. Stick that in there, see if that grows. That was part of the other plant from earlier. Okay, I want some more soil. And you can see there's lots of cherry seeds. And they are very viable. I've got cherry trees popping up all over my yard. Okay. So again, this will look better next year, but for now it's alive, and those are St. John's wort. Just put it right over here and make sure that I label it later. Looking good. Part broke off, so that's compost now. I'm still going to plant the roots because they're going to be still good. I've got this, so I think this is a daisy. I don't know. Pretty sure, look at the leaves. That's the back of the leaf. Doesn't that look like a daisy? Pop a comment below if you think it's something else, or if you agree. What do you think this is? There was no label on it. That's the root system. I feel like it's a daisy. And then I've got these irises, and I've got some orange and yellow Crocosmia. I decided I'm gonna plant them around it. These interesting. So these are each going to be an individual plant. It's almost like a bead, like a beaded necklace, like pearls. And then we've got some here. Look at that. So it's like you got this little tuber, and then another little one here, and another little one here. I'm going to go ahead and separate them. That one has one on it too. Okay. Very cool. It's a very interesting growth pattern. I haven't seen that before, where they actually send the root down further. That's cool. These are Crocosmia, is what they said. That one's got some little sprouts coming out. Very, very cool. Look at that one. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and plant these. I was losing some of the little tiny tubers out of the holes in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and add some Coco Coir peat moss medium. I'm just going to press it down, just so I don't lose them. I'm not setting these down because there's like so many little pieces, so I'm just going to do this one-handed. All right. I don't want to leave these and let them dry out. You don't want your bulbs to dry out. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of those little loose bulbs that or corms, if you will. Put them out separately, kind of spread them out. And then I'm going to kind of place these around so they're not all together. I know I'm overplanting these, but I'm tired and I just want to keep them alive. Okay, put this one in the middle because it's going to be a taller plant and these are shorter, so I'm going to put them around. That will look really pretty. It'll look like a flower arrangement when it blooms next year. Okay, I think this might have been the last plant swap for the year. So, and I gave out a lot of seeds, strawberry plants, succulents. It was a good trade. So I got the Crocosmia planted around as well. I actually took a couple of the tiny little bulbs and put them in some other flower planters just because I had some annuals planted and I thought it would be kind of nice to have a perennial pop up later. So I've got the Crocosmia, the daisy, and then I've got the St. John's wort and the, oh gosh, the, I want to say, oh, red hot poker and spacing out. I'm so tired, you guys. I've had 4 hours of sleep. Irises. I'm not sure what kind, different colors. So irises with the red hot poker, St. John's wort, Crocosmia, and daisy. So here we have this other iris. Some of this, I dropped it and some of the soil fell out. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a little bit of coco coir peat moss in there. That is Forsythia. Let's go ahead and fix the label. Oh, look, I don't have to fix it. It was faded on this side, but this side is perfect. Okay, don't have to fix it. And then I've got these walking onions. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant them here. These are weeds. And I planted squash in here, but there just wasn't enough time. So, and this here is a currant. I think it's a black currant. So I'm gonna take these onions and I'm just gonna, anywhere there's an opening, take out the weeds, make some space. Well, that's not a weed, strawberry. Okay. These are all individual little plants. So this is going to have lots of walking onions. I could do a perimeter. So just poke them around. I know this works. I've done it many times with walking onions. It's nice because it actually helps to repel other like pests and stuff because you have a wall of alliums that confuse pests. They have a really strong smell. They actually have a much more strong onion smell and taste than regular onion. Is like concentrated. So I'm just gonna poke them all around in here. So I'm gonna have a whole raised bed of walking onions and then I can transplant them. This is just chaff. Even the chaff has a really strong garlicky onion smell. And that helps repel pests as well. And I think I'm just gonna bury those. And you know what? I'm tired. My back hurts. Cheater. There we go. Look, tomatoes. Tired. And this is the Philodendron Silver Sword. This I was gonna use for propagating cuttings. But I'm just temporarily to buy myself some time and so I can rest. I only had 4 hours of sleep last night because I kept worrying I was going to sleep in and not wake up in time for the swap. So I'll just pop that in here. It looks like they have a little bit of sphagnum peat moss there too. Okay. That's the name, Silver Sword. Video for reference. And let the green show. Okay, not too much. And this will go inside because this is a house plant. Do not leave your house plants outside. The weather is going to turn soon and you don't want to lose them. So this is temporary. But pretty good swap, I think. What do you think? Comment below. What was your favorite seed variety that I got? And what was your favorite plant variety that I got? Alright guys, be good, be sweet, grow a garden if you want to eat, and I'll see you on the next video. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. Give them a good watering. They're thirsty. Don't forget to water the walking onions.